Hey everyone, and welcome to day 14 of me doing something crafty or creative every day to fight my brain rot. We're officially at the 2-week mark. So obviously the first thing I did today was my makeup, but now I'm going to make some earrings out of like Model Magic air dry clay. I'm going to be recreating these eyeball earrings I've made. You can see not only they're long, whatever, but you can kind of see the layers are chipping if you look really closely, and they're just not really good quality anymore. They're really dirty. And now that I have more skills and supplies, I think I can do a lot better. I'm going to do a mini tutorial for these earrings because they're really easy to make and they're made out of just Model Magic and earring hardware like jump rings and earring hooks. So it's not a lot of materials and they're pretty affordable. First, in terms of colors of Model Magic, I have yellow, blue, white, and red. That's kind of more a pinkish red, but you can mix Model Magic with any color of paint to make it a certain color. So I mixed up this green because I want to make green eyes, and I mixed the yellow and the blue, and then I added some green paint into it to make it a better shade of green. And yeah, that's how you make custom colors. So first, obviously, you roll the white clay into little balls. Next, to make the green parts, the irises, I get a little ball of green clay, like a circle, and I just squish it, and then I pat it on, and I rub the sphere between my palms to keep it spherical. And I'm going to do the same thing for the black pupils, except a lot smaller, and I'm just going to use black paint to dye some clay black. My plan is to go over the green part with paint because I'm not super happy with the color, and this pupil turned out really wonky, so I can just cover that up a little bit. But now I am going to work on the little red line details. For this, I just take my red clay and I roll it into really thin tubes. You can barely even see that on my finger, and then I'll press it onto the side of the eyeball. And I'm just going to make it in a bunch of random line patterns. So I finished off all those red lines on both of them. Be careful if you have black paint on your hands still when you do the red lines, because that doesn't always turn out very well. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to puncture a hole through them with a safety pin for the jump ring. So that is those jump rings done. They're not like perfectly closed on this one, but I'm going to wait for the clay to dry more before I do that, and I will always go over this part with Mod Podge or resin because that is a really thin piece of clay that can break really easily. Now I'm going to wait for these to dry before I can do anything else. And also when you push the jump rings through, be very careful about not misshaping the eyes because it's hard to get them back once they have been misshapen. I also made a pair of these with blue-green eyes. Again, I'm going to go over the paint again, also to add more of like an iris texture because I want these ones to look like my eyes. But yeah, that is the crafting I've done today. Over the next little while, I'll show you guys like how I attach the hardware and how I make them look shiny and look like real eyeballs. But I have to wait for them to dry first, so I'll update you guys on that on the next couple of days. And thank you guys for sticking with me on that journey. That's all for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.